What's going on, guys? Snow is melted in the South. For the most part. Trump is in office. He done got started. He got started right off bat. So, let's get into all the craziness he got going. All right, this is how we're going to start it, y'all. CNBC. Constitutional amendment to allow Trump third term was introduced into the House. Y'all remember when Elon Musk said, this is going to be the last time y'all got to vote for president. Because the man trying to make himself, as I can see from what people are saying and how it go. What you call it? I went blank. But he making it where it's not gonna be going by what people say. Okay. Somebody need to ask somebody. Do it when you go voting. Ask them, what's the difference between a Democrat and a Republican? No one really knows. Somebody know, but I bet you who you ask don't know. All they're going to tell you is something like, well, the Democrats, they for people. And the Republicans, they all for the rich and for themselves. That's what you're going to hear, because that's what you was always told. You're going to always be told what you need to be told in order to be controlled. Democrats, they vote in somebody that they can actually that they can actually, they're asked, do you want this? Do you want that? Vote for this, vote for that. And then you vote somebody in, and then y'all say, okay, let's vote for this so we can do this here. You still ain't got control. But Republicans, you vote in someone. And once they get in, you vote them in to make the decision for you. You don't get the chance to make the decisions on your own anymore once you vote a Republican in. Because you have voted somebody in to step in for you. Democrats, you vote in, then you'll say, okay, let's vote to have the streets cleaned every night or not. Yay, nay, yay, nay. Still don't, because you still have no control. You think you do. They're only letting you think you do. You never tell people they don't have control. No matter how big you get, you let them believe that they still have control, and then they'll believe and feel in themselves a whole lot better than you tell them, nope, you don't have nothing to say. And that'll make you feel safer too at a point, because you thinking of people thinking that you're a good person, and you're not a good person because you're not doing one about that. Yeah. Like I said, Elon said this is gonna be the last time, because they thinking, I don't know if it's true or not. I'm just it's hypothesis that you get him in and he do all this third term stuff, then it get to forever thing until he get too old, and then he can hand it over to Elon. Because Elon's going to become president one day, y'all. I kind of figured that. And I'm thinking this year. I know there's a vice somewhere, but I'm still thinking this year somehow or another. Or he going to slide in to become vice. Then he going to go straight to the top. A Republican House member introduced a resolution to amend the U.S. Constitution to allow President Trump and many other future presidents, to be elected to serve a third term. The 22nd Amendment currently bars anyone from being elected to more than 2 terms. They want to be like Putin. That's what they want to be like. Them other folk. This this is what they want to tell you. Look, people, this is not a democracy. Don't want to hear it. That's what they want to tell you. Okay, I'm going to go to something else. All right. Trump could do incredible damage to Mexico and Canada with a single signature. Who cares? Right? That's how y'all feel. It's not us. Anytime you mess with something, something else comes out of it. Anytime you make a product, you get a byproduct from it. That's the part y'all don't understand. When you make something, a byproduct, let's go to something simple as sugar. Right? When you start making your little your sugar out of, whatever, you get a byproduct called molasses. You want to make some beer? You can make some malt liquor in the end. You want to make some gas? You can get diesel out of the end. It's always some kind of byproduct somewhere. And the byproduct of screwing with stuff somewhere, it's going to turn around and mess up something somewhere else. With a stroke of a pen, he could plunge America's closest neighbors into recession. On his first day in office, he suggested he may do just that. He has threatened to impose 25% tariffs on all goods from Canada and Mexico on February 1 in response to what he views as inadequate border security, failing to stop drugs and migrants, that's the big part, on the migrants, from coming into the United States. All the states should be united. Because it makes no sense. I've always thought this is one word. How you get stuck on that side? You stuck on that side. You stuck on that side. That's because we got greedy people who want to take control over everything. You know what I'm saying? This mine. That's yours. You take that. I take this. No. This is United States. How do you take a place that, we're going to put it like this, that God made? He made it. It's his. He put you on and let you rent. To do right, you renting a spot from him, but you want to take control of it and say, it's yours. How is it yours? And then you want to charge the little man money to build a house on some land and say, oh, it's mine now. And they like, no, make you think it's yours. What I was telling you a while ago, you make you think it's yours. And if y'all don't understand what I'm saying and don't believe what I'm saying, the ones that think they done bought some land, ain't but a few of them out here got what's called an allodial title. I think it's ALLODIAL. Allodial title, you get it, which is hard as hell to get. Someplace you can't get it. I think you can't get one in Florida, I think. And they cannot remove you from your land. Supposedly. So you get you one of them and you own your land. But right now, if they come and say, look, we're going to offer you this amount of money for your land. You say, All right, then, we just going to take it. We was going to give you something. But now we just going to snatch it from you. Bye-bye. Get off of that. Spiking tariffs on Canada and Mexico would risk starting a full-blown trade war inside the deeply interconnected North American economy where the delicate supply chains have built close ties over the past several decades. It would be a risky gamble for Trump, one with massive implications for the entire continent and a test for the three neighboring nations, all of which have new and transitioning leadership. Economists say that the tariffs, should they materialize, would swiftly send a Canadian and Mexican economies into recession, like lift consumer prices for Americans on cars, gasoline, and other imported items. This will be a real trade war. Y'all, you know that your mans want Canada become part of the 51st state, right? This supposed to be the 51st state. Canadians, they own it. They say, okay, let's do this. Let's do it then. You don't know what you're getting into. I did a previous video of this. Don't do it. Stay over there. You might get choked into doing it when them tariffs come up on you. That's part of the plan. Y'all don't get it. Greenland say, okay, yes, They want Greenland too. Greenland said, okay, yes, we want to get in on this. Let's come part of it. Okay. Then Greenland said, what? We don't want to be Americans. The man said, okay, you ain't coming here then. You're going to be American if you come here. Because everything here is Europeanized. You come from Jamaica, you come from Mexico, you come from Russia, you're going to become European when you get here. You're going to have to learn a European language. You're going to become Europeanized in every which way possible. You got to forget everything you know almost pretty much. I think one of the things, this is my thought now, one thing is to take Greenland, let the people move this way, then take the immigrants, throw them on Greenland, then they can't cross back across hardly. It ain't that easy crossing the Gulf and all that, you know. I think that's what they want to do. That's just something I say now. Because there was a preacher back in the day saying, how do you get rid of all the the gay people and the lesbians? He said, this is a preacher now. He said, I can't find that clip no more. Y'all might can find it. He said, I'm getting it. Again, it is against in his word. He said, I'm getting it. God's getting it. You should be getting it too. He said, what you do is you get a island and put them all on it. Put a fence up, electric fence, and you drop them in food here and there. Gays on this island, lesbians on that island. And he said, what they gonna do is they gonna die off because they can't reproduce. And also, your man Donald, he trying to take the Panama Canal, which is a neutral area. It's neutral. But he wants to take it. Putin said, hey, you better stop it. Go on now, man. Stop it. He wants everything. Woof. Your president, Trump, says he may withhold federal aid. This is the worst one, y'all. If California doesn't change water policies. Y'all know them fires going on over there that they said. I don't know who said them, but they ain't wildfires. They out there running wild, but they're not wildfires. I promise you they ain't. The president says Donald, he threatened to withhold federal disaster aid for wildfire-ravaged Los Angeles unless California leaders change the state's approach on its management of water. He repeated false claims that the state's fish conservation efforts in the northern part of the state are responsible for fire hydrants running dry in urban areas. He says the blame for Los Angeles struggles to tame some of the deadly fires lies with Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom, a political foe who has called for partnership and mutual respect as the state fights the blazes. No, it's running dry because they doing all the spraying. And when they do the spraying, I ain't saying what kind of spray now, because I don't want that at the bottom of my thing now. When they do all the spraying, it messes with the climate. They change it the way they want to change it. Ain't no such animal as climate change. It's climate control.
Jesus Christ.
Mother Nature has 5% control over climate now. The rest is done by man. Man has a lot of control over how babies are made. They can make anything they want now. I don't think we will give California anything until they let the water run down. Trump said in an interview with Fox, Sean Hannity, they say. The president leveled the threat as he prepares for the first presidential trip to the second term on Friday. He will visit Southern California in addition to western North Carolina, which is recovering after Hurricane Helene pummeled the area more than 3 months ago. So he's going to take the national aid out. And then you know he's trying to do, the external revenue service. He said the internal revenue service ain't doing it, so he wants to get the external revenue service he wants to make up. Well, I got that somewhere. And you already know that messing with the Gulf again. Wants to be not the Gulf of Mexico anymore. Wants to be the Gulf of America. What a lot of y'all don't understand too, that back in the days, there was a lot of this stuff Mexico. They did those wars and took Texas and New Mexico and all them other little places down. They took all that. Told them, y'all can stay right there in Mexico, down there deep in the Gulf. Now we want to take the ocean and put it, it's the Gulf of America. Leave it alone. It's been the Gulf of whatever time it is. It ain't hurt nobody. Why rename it? Why? Why mess with stuff like that? It's stupid. Then he said he want one flag. I think they should get rid of all flags, to be honest with you. They've been flying flags forever, I know, but it's flags of flying flags is like gang stuff. You know, they call your rag your flag, you know what I'm saying? He wants to end that because he don't want nobody flying those rainbow flags next to the U.S. flags, all that stuff, you know. Me, in my front yard, y'all, I have a American flag, but it's black. It ain't mean it got nothing to do with race. Nothing at all. It has nothing to do with the United States of America either, too tough. It's just, I ain't taking no prisoners. You cross over in my part and you doing the wrong part, it's just letting you know that we ain't taking no prisoners. So, the mans went in and started changing a whole lot of stuff day one. Day one. And you know what? Like I said before, even if they attack your gun rights, which I don't think so, but if he do, he can have mine. Just so you can lose the people who voted him in. If I really mean it. The ones that voted him in there, you're getting what you pay for. You knew the track record. You knew he was a felon. Oh no, he wasn't this and wasn't that. You knew it. I know a guy wants a job, but he can't get the job. You know why? Because he is a felon. I said, why don't you just run for the United States? We're stupid enough to vote you in, but we don't want you working at our credit union. We don't want you working at our banks. We don't want you working at certain other governmental jobs. But you can run the whole United States of dumb America. You don't like what I'm saying, do you? Tell you what, put the comment down there. Then, subscribe to this channel. Then go subscribe to TNT Kitchen LLC and get yourself some recipes. And on that note, I'm gone.